When could the next Nintendo Direct be? We haven't had a big Nintendo Direct since September of last year, and the rest of Nintendo's lineup for the year hasn't been announced yet. Which got me thinking, a Nintendo Direct could be just around the corner, specifically June. I don't want to waste your time, so let's get into why I think a general Direct in June is pretty likely, and of course, let me know why you agree or disagree in the comments. Let's go over a pattern that usually occurs close to when Nintendo Directs are about to happen. Nintendo drops general overviews and trailers for their already announced games. Usually they make a social media post or upload a YouTube video about their own IP. We've seen this happen recently with Star Fox, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, and Splatoon Raiders. Nintendo usually does this to get information for slightly less popular or smaller budget titles out of the way. In Directs, they usually like spending more time on the higher profile games, and if they've got a lot of smaller titles to cover, it takes a bit of time away from the bigger games. That doesn't mean they won't cover those titles for a little while in a Direct, but they don't want to dedicate too much time to them. Plus, there's still a lot of Nintendo's lineup to go over. We don't know the games that are coming out past July, and Nintendo will want to have sufficient time for their marketing cycles for those different games, especially if they're higher profile. Also, more info needs to come out about Fire Emblem, the Duskbloods, and whatever first-party games are coming out for the holiday season. And of course, there are a lot of third-party games coming that we know very little to nothing about, let alone the unannounced third-party games. So with all that said, a Nintendo Direct happening soon just makes sense. And this is besides the fact that general Nintendo Directs usually happen in the month of June. Not always, but usually. And keep in mind, the past isn't always a perfect predictor of the future. We'll just have to wait and see what Nintendo does. They do like to surprise us after all. There's also the fact that we don't know much about what's coming next year. All we know so far is Pokemon Winds and Waves. During the halfway point of the year, Nintendo usually likes to make announcements for games that are coming out in the next year. Granted, it's usually just 1 or 2 games that get announced for the next year, but they still do make some kind of announcement. And since we haven't heard anything yet, a Direct has to be coming soon to reconcile that. Both gamers and shareholders alike are waiting to find out what the future of Nintendo holds. And it's time for Nintendo to show off what they've got up their sleeves. Let's hope they don't disappoint.